It's Madden NFL 24, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Coming up next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Anders Carlson has this teed up, ready to get started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Packers' 25-yard
line. Here's Hurts to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Throwing is Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Love now. He has it complete to Christian Watson. Second down and 3. And Jones going to have a Packers first down as the tackle made up near the 35.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On play action. Love to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this return just shy of midfield. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They go play action with Hurts. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown! Devontae Smith, 51 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead grows to 10-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Love looking to throw it. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun. Love. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we've hardly ever seen anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards that time.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half.
It's one play at a time, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. Once again, we got to get it defensive group. Let's go.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Hurts. He's got Dallas Goddard, his tight end, over the middle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, back to you, too, in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report. We just watched a fine first half out of the mobile quarterback. That's Jalen Hurts. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Love's throw brought in by Watson, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Well, that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 3. Now Love. Got his man, that's Luke Musgrave. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Play fake. Here's Love. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Shifts by him at the 25. And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Here's Love. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
This is caught, and it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Packers are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Anders Carlson now for the point after. And that'll make it 13-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Doubs touchdown. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. 2nd down. Here's Hurts. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Here's Hurts to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They will run straight ahead with Swift. He's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Smith will come in motion right. Now they'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. They'll make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Here's Swift. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Swift. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Elliott is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Keyshawn Nixon now on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got Dobbs over the middle. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 2nd down and 4. Love. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Going back to Love. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Love looking to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing. Love. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Love. To the sideline and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. On play action. Love to throw. Able to find his man, Kraft. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. To throw now. Here's Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the deficit trend to 6 now. It's 16-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. On the return, Boston Scott. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Swift going to try at the middle. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here comes Reed. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. So here's Love and the Packers. Down by 6, 1:47 on the clock. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. That's taken in. Dontavian Wicks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Here's Love. And he short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now Love. Watson making the catch. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down. Love. And he is caught. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
All right, they picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got one timeout left, want to save it.
Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Now Love. Eagles man complete over the middle. That's Reed. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Here's 1st and 10. Love looking to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
One last shot now for Love. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
Well, they came so close, Charles. They were knocking on the door in a one-possession game, but ultimately the defense held tough to get the victory.
And doesn't it feel like it just leaves them asking what could have been? So many moments when they could have had a big play to change the outcome of this game. And let's face it, none bigger than that final snap that just fell short.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.